Come with me to learn the story of Gary Juliano and stay to the very end because there is a plot twist that is going to have you saying, wait, what? Let's get started.
I think the Rolling Rock adds to it.
You like the little Rolling Rock?
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean,
Yeah.
we got to be who we are, man.
Yep.
So everybody, this is Gary Juliano, and he is a local artist. And yes, we're using the word art because you are an artist.
Okay, thank you.
So you moved here from California, right?
Yeah, we came here in October 1st of 2010. Yeah.
Why?
For a number of reasons, but mainly because we could not afford property in California. So the Applesauce Inn Bed and Breakfast came up as an opportunity back then, and we were able to qualify for it, and so here we are. We've been here since October 1st, 2010, and
you bought it sight unseen,
so
right?
we did buy it. We bought it sight unseen or through photos. And
now, is that something in your blood that you would do, or is this totally off grid for you?
Totally off grid. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I was in my mid 50s when we bought this place, and this is, I'm a first time homeowner.
Yeah.
So at 55, it's like, but yeah, we just decided the timing was right. California wasn't going all that well, at that time, and so we decided to pull up roots, and here we are. So there was all of that. Just grew up in your typical middle class neighborhood in Willow Glen, San Jose. Well, I had an older brother who was in the auto body business, and he was a car painter for many years and auto mechanic, and I kind of followed in his footsteps.
For most of your adult life.
I did. Most of my adult life was pretty much related to auto.
When did you switch from like auto painting, auto repair to artistic painting?
It kind of blended in, Trish. While I was still in the auto collision repair industry, gotten drawn to art on canvas was something that was kind of born out of necessity, sort of. And the reason why is just I was going through a not so good time in my life, and I needed something to kind of grasp onto. And so there was a Saturday morning, I woke up and made a pot of coffee and turned the TV on and turned on to the public broadcasting station there, and there was this artist named Jerry Yarnell who was doing this landscape painting, and kind of caught my eye a little bit there and my interest a little, and I sent away for one of Jerry's VHS tapes. It was an instructional video on how to paint a landscape.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah, from start to finish, and I actually still have the VHS tape along with my very first painting. That's the very first painting. It's called Springtime in the Park by Jerry Yarnell.
Wow.
So that's I still have it. So I haven't looked back since.
Nice.
Having been a single parent back then, I had two small boys there that I had every other week. So in my off weeks from my having my kids, I would try to find a little time to start painting. The art thing kind of evolved also because, having been I was a car painter for many years as part of the collision repair, and, loved color. I loved putting color on. I liked mixing color. So color was always something I always gravitated to as well. I don't always start a new painting the same way twice. It just depends. It depends. Depends on what I'm painting, how large of a painting I'm doing. I could finish a painting, sign my name to it, frame it, have it hanging up in my art room, and still look at it and say, is there something more I can do to it, just to tweak it a little bit. So
you're a perfectionist.
I always
critique of your own work.
Yeah, because sometimes adding just that little one or two little touches can make all the difference in a painting. I gravitate to what has been given to us here, trees, rocks, water, flora, I think it is my first love, but this competition came up at the Boyne Arts Center fairly recently, but it wasn't a landscaping event. It was either doing birds or flowers. I'm a landscape
He's a
painter.
landscaping guy.
Right. So anyway, I thought, you know what, it's time to maybe step out of your comfort zone a little bit and try something new. So I did start a new painting yesterday, a small one. I blocked it in and probably put about, I don't know, maybe 2.5, 3 hours into it, and I'm still on the fence about whether I want to further it along or, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's too early to give up on it or if I want to continue. So I'll show you. I'll be glad to show you
Perfect.
that. So yeah,
Let's do it.
All right. So welcome my studio, which is just an extension to our 2-car garage here, with the help of a friend, Mr. Jeff Crino.
Yeah.
He was kind enough to help me frame out a section of the garage here so I could call it my art studio. So
I think we all need an art studio, even if we don't do art. Like we all need something like this.
Yeah, well, come on in. So here we are. So my little
I wish
this is my
could
space.
Put smell on this.
So yeah, so that's one that I'm in the process of. It's a little rock study, learning how to paint rocks.
Do a close up.
Yeah,
the colors.
Yeah, there's more to it than what it is. Just the geometry, the shapes. The one you're looking at right now, Trish, is the one that I started yesterday.
You got to finish it. It's awesome.
You think so?
Yeah.
So I still got a ways to go.
So once you sign something, it's done.
I pretty much say we're done.
You sign it.
Right.
Okay.
And so I pulled up in the car there, and there was just all these rocks just lining the side of the road there, and with the and then there was this. I didn't even notice it when I took the photo because I used reference material, photos, and but I noticed there was a hawk in the background that I didn't even catch that until I started reviewing the photo, and I was like, oh my God,
it was like a perfect setup.
It was
Wow.
like so. So anyway, that's Almaden Reservoir there, and
awesome. Just showing some of the evolution of Mr. Gary.
The painting behind you there, behind the chair there, is from 2004, Trish. That one is from
wow.
Yeah, I've always, when I started getting interested in art after the VHS tape thing, and I started to find, I started looking for things that really interested me in the landscape. And it's a painting of Amsterdam, a part of Amsterdam. And so I really like the old Dutch masters kind of thing. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, this has been fascinating. I think a lot of people just don't know the process that goes into doing a piece of art.
Yeah.
So I have one more question.
Yeah, sure,
not related.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
We live in small towns, and there's always this discrepancy on if you're a local.
Okay.
What do you say a local is?
What do I say a local is?
How would you define if you're a local or not in these small towns in northern Michigan?
Gosh, I'm not sure.
I know. I mean, I talk to people. One of the things I thought was like, well, what if I have a kid and that kid marries a local and they have a baby? Does that make me a local? Like, how many years do you have to be here to be a local? Like, it's a big debate in these small towns.
Yeah, having come from, having moved to Michigan from California, and especially in this area here where the community, we're talking to some folks here who were born and raised in this area, who are avid hunters, live off the land, so to speak. And it's like, I didn't grow up that way. It's this whole lifestyle. So I'm not sure if I could ever consider myself a local, other than I've been here 14 years. I'm a local in that regards, but I mean,
it's just kind of a fun little question because I've asked it at different parties,
and
it's a different answer every spectrum. So it's just an interesting little thing. But
I mean, it's like growing up. I really had a great childhood growing up in the neighborhood I did in a big city, so to speak. But I can see somebody who was born and raised in this area where it was all country, open land, and you know, you went out with your dad and deer hunted and, you know, and did all that. I think that would be one heck of a way of to be able to grow up as a kid too, is, you know, is to be able to experience this as well. I kind of envy those people that, you know, that grew up this way, you know, and
no,
but
I hear you.
so yeah.
So where can people find your artwork? They want to look at it, buy it, whatever.
Oh, you can go on to Facebook, you know, just look up Gary Juliano, and then on Instagram I'm on Gary.JulianoArt.
And Boyne City?
Boyne City, I have work hanging up at the Boyne Art Center there in Boyne City.
Or, you know,
I've got a show.
Things just hanging, waiting.
Yeah.
Are you selling any of this?
Yep. There's that's the one that that was the one floral one that I'm waiting for the person to pick up. The new owner. I got those 5 pieces down there that are going to be going to the Charlevoix Circle of Arts Gallery in the next week because they're having their summer salon show there.
Gotcha.
So there's 5
Gary,
pieces.
we appreciate it, and now you've met a local artist.
Yeah, thank you.
Antrim County, Bellaire, our own celebrity.
Well, I appreciate it.
Mr.
Thank
Gary.
you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Trish. Thanks. Yeah.
Right, Gary. So I heard you were in a band.
I was in a band. Yeah. Town Willow Glen, where I was raised, and so she signed me up for guitar lessons, right? So anyway, so that all started, and I took guitar lessons for 4 weeks, and it just didn't work for me. My fingers and it just didn't work. So went back to the drawing board and decided that I wanted to try to play drums. And so,
your family loved you for that.
Oh my gosh. And I played with the same band all the way through high school until I graduated. And then after graduation, I broke off because I wanted to do some other things. So,
but you said you were managed.
Professionally managed, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We
So did you tour?
Well, no, we played locally.
Yeah.
We played locally. We played like Stanford fraternity parties and high school.
When you were on high school?
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 There were things that we saw as kids that it's like, oh my God.
Wow.
But anyway, so
thanks. That's a good fun fact.